Hey, everybody, listen, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. And for all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And don't forget, hit the like button. Now, listen, guys, we're going to get into this story. You know, everybody's been telling me, especially Roy here, you gotta watch Monique the Comedian special on Netflix. So I sat down. I want to say it's about an hour and change, like maybe 15 minutes or something like that. And she does tell us at the very beginning, if you don't know who she is at all, by the end of this special, you will really get to know Monique. Okay. So the special is called Monique. My name is Monique. Okay. And, I have my thoughts on it. I will say this for sure, she is correct. You will really get to know who Monique is by the time this hour and change is up. Now, I don't know. I'll make my decision before the end of the video. If I'm going to rate it from 1 to 5, I'll think about it. Because, sometimes y'all get sensitive to my words. All right. And I'm only speaking my truth. And just because I speak my truth, I'm not saying it's the absolute truth. It's just my feelings on the situation. Okay. So it's a lot of cursing. And people have told me, well, that's Monique. Okay, a lot of cursing, a lot of use of the N word. And I'm just of the mindset that I think, the special could have still been, better if she have not heavily used the N word and all of the curse words that she used. But you know what? If that's her style, that's her style, and I don't have to like it. Now, I also have to ask everybody this question. Since when did comedy not become comedy anymore and it's not supposed to be funny? Okay, now I also didn't think it was like bent over, hold your stomach, hilarious. I don't even know if I really had any moments where I chuckled, but on that note, in terms of the fact that it's supposed to be a comedy special, if I do rate it, I'm going to have to rate it on the lower end of the scale because I don't think it was a comedy special. I think it was a get to know Monique on Netflix where they paid her millions and millions of dollars. Now, I'm not hating on her paycheck, not at all, not for 1 second, but I don't know if this should be located in the comedy section. It should be located in a section called A Conversation on Stage with Monique. But that's me. Now, let me share a screen with you because I'm going to give you someone else's perspective and then I'll give you mine. So let's share for 1 second here. Okay. And let me just bring this up so y'all understand where I'm coming from and y'all don't think that, Diva, you're crazy. This is the dictionary. See, that says the dictionary definition of comedy. It says professional entertainment consisting of jokes and sketches intended to make an audience laugh. That's what the dictionary states comedy is, okay? So that's where I'm a little bit delusional. When I think of comedy, I go by the definition from the dictionary. It's supposed to be some jokes and some sketches intended to make the audience laugh. Now, there may be some people that felt like they laughed at this special in this one recap I'm going to show you. They said they laughed through the whole thing. I don't know. I wasn't laughing like that, but that's me. And maybe my funny bone is not working. And listen, let's share this thought, this recap this person wrote. So ready, study, cut. They recapped the Monique. My name is Monique. Okay. She came, she joked, and she conquered. That's how they feel. All right. That she did the darn thing. We reviewed the Netflix stand-up comedy special, Monique. My Name is Monique, which was released April 4th, 2023. Now, if you watched it, did y'all notice that Lee Daniels was in the audience? I thought that was a nice moment, right? And that's why I feel like this should have been like Conversation with Monique on stage live, something like that. But anyway, Monique's career has ranged from winning an award, Academy Award, to performing stand-up comedy for over 20 years. Monique, My Name is Monique, is her 7th stand-up special, but her first for Netflix, and first since 2016. Can she recapture that magic? Monique, my name is Monique. Review. The special begins with Monique walking backstage to head to the stage, with us hearing voices over the top going back and forth, with a woman saying Monique is a legend and the other saying she burned too many bridges and her career is over. Before hitting the stage, we hear Monique say thanks for the encouragement. So she pretty much saying that over the years, all of those people, including me, that says she burned a lot of bridges, her career is over. She's saying thank you, because y'all encouraged me to keep it going on, to keep it pushing. And they said, and we see her soak in the crowd who are chanting her name. Okay. Matter of fact, let me tell you this. I will say this. She looked absolutely amazing, beautiful. I always thought she's a beautiful woman. Okay. She looked gorgeous on stage. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So maybe I will rate this 1 out of 5. And you know what? I'm gonna give her 1 point for just looking amazing. So I'll do that. Okay, let's carry on, and I'll tell you my final score at the end. Monique opens her special with a bit about being in special education when she grew up. Okay, she details how she didn't think she belonged in the class because one day she saw a kid eating glue and was very confused. All right. However, she continues to bit about how it was her mom's fault for being illiterate. Okay, it takes some serious guts to get on the stage to call your mother out like that. But this opening was brilliant. So this person writing this recap, they're feeling like, Monique did the darn thing. That her jokes were brilliant. Okay, my favorite bit of the special was her marijuana story, which had me in tears laughing. Yeah, I don't, go watch it. I'll say that. And then, come back and comment in the chat once you have seen this special on Netflix. Now, this bit that she's talking about, or this person is talking about, where Monique told her story about the marijuana, I wasn't in tears laughing. I don't even think I chuckled, but okay, this person has a different funny bone than I do, right? And it said you could see the passion, pride, and want to be in pride and want to be the best she could be on stage that night. Of course, with all the controversy that surrounded her for years, with the lawsuit, with Netflix and all the stuff that came with that, she walked on that stage with a chip on her shoulder and walked out like a boss, knowing she just killed it. Now, here's the thing. I told you it's an hour and change. The last 5 minutes is where she drew me in. The last 5 minutes is where I really got to know her. The last 5 minutes is where I changed my mind slightly and said, you know what? I like what she did. Still don't feel like it was anything on a high totem pole for comedy. But I said, all right, I like the way she did let us get to know more about her and perhaps why she had an open marriage for all of those years. But again, in terms of bent over laughing, it was a no for me. But let's continue. They said, is Monique, my name is Monique, good or bad? And this person said it's very good. Monique is someone who commands your attention with her larger than life presence on the stage. So if you are a fan of someone that is going to shoot it straight, tell you funny jokes, and never ride the line of anything other than doing her job, watch the special without question. Okay, that's what they're saying. Is Monique my name? Is Monique my name is Monique worth watching? Overall, My Name is Monique is further proof that Monique cemented herself as one of the queens of comedy with a knockout special for the ages. She came in with something to prove and walked out reminding us she hadn't lost a single step. Okay, that's what they're saying. Her storytelling, attention to minor detail, and punchlines will make you laugh for the entire special. Okay, and I don't see where the person name is that wrote this. But what I will do is I will make sure I link this article in the description. Okay. Now I'm going to read a couple of comments here, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the special. Now, this person said it wasn't funny. She needed to speak her truth, which she did, but definitely not funny. Now I'm connecting with this person right here. 100%. I watched hoping she would be funny. Even when she tried to, okay, it still wasn't funny. A documentary. See, that's what I was saying. Her comedy was in those of Def Comedy days. So I think this person is talking about Def Comedy Jam, okay? When they used to have those tours, and that's when they saying Monique was really on spot with her comedy. But yes, I feel this person, I feel like, it was more of a documentary stand up on stage versus funny. I agree. It wasn't funny to me, but that's me, right? And then someone said here, overall, it wasn't really funny. Okay, all right. These people connecting with me. I'm not on the island by myself. Okay. Perhaps her content would have been more suited for a documentary. I agree. That would have been a better deal. Comedy should entertain. Come on, that's the definition I read, and make you laugh, not justify and try to prove a point. This excessive use of the N word, come on, now I'm connecting with this person here, was exhausting. Overall, Monique is talented, but maybe she should take a break from stand-up comedy and focus on acting. She looked great. She looked amazing. So again, these people are agreeing with me. Should have been a documentary, not funny, outdated. Again, I agree. Her cursing was exhaustive and unnecessary. She was not funny, and the attempt was a failure. No thanks, ma'am. You know what? I think I read enough, because these people are giving you my feelings 100%. Now, this person said this was more of a testimonial than a comedy special. She remained raw. She looked stunning. She was unapologetically honest. It just wasn't funny, which is what the argument was about to begin with. She's larger than life, but Samora's skit was 5 times better. Now, some people hate when you compare people, but again, all of these people. So, I'm glad I found this article, because I didn't even read the comments. I had just read the article, but I'm glad I found this, so y'all don't think it's just me. It's just Diva, being crazy. Okay. All of these people not they're having the same feelings as me, right? And this person said, it was great. I thought she was hilarious, and she stayed true to who she is. In this new, more sensitive decade, a lot of comedians have watered down their material as not to offend. Monique managed to keep her shock value without being offensive. Well, she said the N word about 1,000 times. Okay. Her delivery was great, and it made excited for what else she's going to bring us in a new era. She's living in her whole truth, and she is glowing. All hail the reigning queen of comedy. Now, I don't know if she's the reigning queen of comedy, but I'll carry on. So this person wrote, I loved it. She washed raw and recalled with a hint of actress to spice it up. Okay. It was horrible, honestly. Most of it was cringe. Monique is brilliant, but there was no art in comedy in her special. It got too dark, way too personal, and all that wasn't necessary. She failed to be a comic. It was more of a testimony than it was comedy. And I agree. Now I'll read this last person here. We tuned in for a therapy session when we wanted a comedy show. Well, Rhonda, this is Rhonda speaking, people, not Diva, okay? Let me see. She fought, sued, and argued for the special, and it didn't land. She owes me money for watching it and peeling layers like an onion, and she was the only one crying. Well, all right. This is the last one I'm going to read. Well, I'll read these last two, because there is one person here that said they enjoyed it, okay? Didn't find it funny. The cursing was unladylike and just over abused. The stories didn't seem authentic, and the way she talked about the special community was distasteful. She looked beautiful, but after all her gripe with Netflix, she should have killed it. She wasted our time and their money for an hour of BS, and this last person said, I enjoyed it. So listen, guys, you heard enough of other people's comments. I read the article to you, and you see that person like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. My thoughts on it are what most of those comments said. I didn't think it was hilarious. I thought it was too much cursing. I think that after all of that fighting she had with Netflix, she should have came there and slayed it. And she did not slay it. Now, her look, she slayed, but her comedy, she did not slay. And to say that she's the queen of comedy, I don't know. Like that person said in this one of these comments, that Samora was 5 times funnier. not to compare, but definitely she was funnier. And her special is on Netflix too. And that one, you're going to laugh. So listen, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And if you ask me, should you watch it? I say watch it if you really want to get to know Monique, but don't watch it thinking you're going to see a comedy special and be sitting down rolling over laughing, because I don't even think I got a chuckle or a kiki or a ha ha. And I don't even think, matter of fact, I know there was no joke she told that I was waiting to call one of my friends or text them and say, child, you better watch this Netflix special by Monique, because she had me dying laughing. And when she tells that joke XYZ, make sure you paying attention, because it's super funny. None of that happened. But anyway, I'm glad for Monique. I'm glad she got her check. I wish her all the best. She's an amazing actress. She looked absolutely stunning in this I'm gonna call it a documentary / comedy special. She looked amazing, but did she knock it out the box with laughter and jokes? Did she adhere to the definition of comedy? Absolutely not. So on that note, if I had to rate it as a comedy special from a 1 to 5 scale, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. If I had to rate from a scale of 1 to 5, the way she looked, I'm going to give her a 5. If I had to rate it a 1 to 5 on the fact that she said in the beginning, we're going to know who she is by the time that special is over, then I'll definitely give it a 5, because you know who Monique is, and she was very open, authentic, and she told her story. So listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video.